Go ahead whenever.
Hi,
you...
welcome.
Oh, sorry.
Stop talking.
I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Trish Jewison. And I'm Susie Patrick.
Hi, I'm Amber Belzer. Welcome to Downey Live. We are showing you the behind the scenes of the traffic helicopter.
Hi guys. Today I have a pretty interesting interview ahead of me, but to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous because I don't normally do interviews. So I've dressed up, done my hair, trying to look a little good, but then the worst part is, slash the best part, is I ride a motorcycle. So I've just done my hair and now I'm gonna put a helmet on. Might have been bad planning. The other thing about riding a motorcycle is we don't have a GPS like you do in a car, and I'm going all the way out to Delta today. So the fun part is I have to try and memorize where I'm going before I get on there because I don't have a holder for my cell phone on my motorcycle. Take a left, take a right. I may need to check this again when I get there. We made it without having to check the map. Still got it. Okay, the next question is, how's the hair? That's okay. That's okay. I can live with it. So here I am out at Boundary Bay Airport at the Canadian Traffic Network to meet with Amber Belzer, Susie Patrick, and Trish Jewison, who go up in Global Chopper 1.
Hello.
Amber.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Trish.
Hi.
I'm Mike.
Very nice to meet you, Mike.
Hi.
I'm Susie.
I'm Michael. Nice to meet you, Susie.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, we're all here now.
Yeah, so usually we have the plane and the helicopter in here. We run both. And so this is usually the pilot's job of opening the hangar.
I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's probably right out there.
So we bring out the helicopter on the quad on the dolly, and then the pilots land right back on it, which is kind of fun to watch. Yeah, it's a test of skill, that's for sure.
Look how easy they made that look. You just landed on the ATV trailer.
It's definitely not traditional for radio or TV, but it makes sense to be here and be close to taking off. Because then we can, at a moment's notice, whether if there's breaking news, just head up and go to whatever the problem is.
When you do breaking news, or any of you do breaking news, are you often sitting here and you get a breaking news call and it's let's go and the pilot is sort of waiting, or how does that work?
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Oh, great. What's the greatest misconception you guys have about your job?
That traffic is easy. Traffic reporting is not easy.
No.
Everyone thinks, oh, how hard can it be? But to make it informative and somewhat entertaining, because you're frustrated in your car, and a lot of people think that we have someone doing it for us and we just read something. I don't write anything down.
Right. Okay.
I just do it off the cuff.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's not great, but most of the time it works.
So do you use a lot of landmarks to figure out where you are? You like, that's Queen Elizabeth Park, so that means this is 33rd Avenue.
Yeah, I think we all started off using a lot of these.
Classic.
Old school maps, map books too. It's now a lot easier with Google Maps and things like that, other resources that we can use, but the old school map is definitely a good thing to use.
I was actually using a map this morning because I ride my motorcycle, and so I don't have a GPS. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still on this system.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But I remember back in the day, we used to like print out MapQuest before you went everywhere, and you'd have the directions on the seat next to you. So yeah, now we have technology that can change that. Kids, if you're out there, learn how to read a map still. You never know.
What do you guys want to do?
Why don't you get Susie to do it?
Susie,
She
you
hasn't
wanna
done
do
it in a
it?
long time. I'm on maternity leave.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for coming in then.
Tell them that you're gonna do a report. Otherwise, they'll call you Kim.
She hasn't done it in 5 months. I'm putting Susie on the spot here. We're giving Kim a quick breather, and we're going to see how Susie does it.
Thanks so much. Yes, just covering Kim Larson's coffee break for a moment. Now, if you are making your way into Vancouver, there is some road work taking place on Victoria Drive, wrapping up around 3:30 this afternoon in the AM 730 Traffic Center. I'm Susie Patrick.
Wow, that was so smooth. Look at that, it's as if no time passed at all. Have you ever been thrown on air when you weren't ready?
Yes, always. And always ready.
Always and always ready.
Always
I like that
be ready.
answer.
Oh yeah.
Any of you ever had sort of on-air live mishaps?
Oh yes. We
Yes.
we call those the blooper reels.
Yes.
And
Oh,
they
perfect.
are fabulous. Just last week I called Caitlin Herbst, Karen, I
Oh.
don't know why.
Yep.
She got me back a couple of days later when she called me Ambo.
That's a good nickname.
I know. I'm like, wait, is it like Rambo, like in the helicopter
Yeah,
Rambo?
I
Because
like it.
that's actually pretty cool.
The next day you should go up all in camo with like sleeveless shirt and headband. Ambo in the air here.
Since I do the morning and the night, I think that's probably one of my biggest is good morning and it's 6 o'clock at night.
Yeah, classic.
I mean, good evening.
How long are you up in the helicopter at a time?
2.5 hours. No coffee in the morning. Straight,
Straight
get
up.
up, straight adrenaline, and just go because
Nice.
yeah, you need to. There's no bio breaks.
So could you guys say that your job and working in a helicopter brings your career to new heights? Do your colleagues think you're always looking down on them?
Yes.
Never
down.
heard that one before.
We have our head in the clouds.
Yeah.
Also haven't heard time flies when you're having fun either.
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good.
It is definitely a unique job. I would say there's probably only a dozen people in Canada that actually have a job where they're
Yeah.
airborne reporters, news and traffic wise, so it's a pretty unique field. The helicopter's a Robinson 44, it's a 4-seater. So what they do is they take out this 4 seats so they can put in all of the broadcast equipment. So we have a recorder, we have the radios, the tuner radios so we can hear the radio stations, 2-way radio so that we can report on the radio stations, and then the audio panels for the helicopter itself. All the TV visuals are sent via microwave, so that's what this thing does, is it programs where do you send the signal to, and then that's the laptop. So it's actually called a laptop. I think
Yeah.
it's only because it sits on your lap. I have a joystick here. This is how we turn the camera all around, and we can go pretty much straight down and 360 degrees, and it's a gimbal, so it has that
Self-stabilization.
stabilization, yeah, and then the zoom and focus, and then of course all this stuff to make it actually exposed properly. And I use this monitor to see what I'm looking at on the camera. And then the pilot has a smaller version of it
Yeah.
up front. So if I'm trying to explain, I need to have a particular shot or see something, I can say, look at the monitor, this is what I want. So if we can cue that up next time around, then that would be great. And then this is the talent camera. So it's tiny, it's only about a quarter.
Very small.
And so in the helicopter, I will sit there, and when I'm on TV, I'll just flick one switch on the laptop, show myself, say hello, I'm Amber Belzer in Global One, and then flick it back and then say I'm over top of whatever bridge I'm
Oh,
over
and
top
flicking it back switches it to this camera,
of.
what's
Yeah, it goes
below
back
the
to-
helicopter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'll show you the camera. It's pretty big. We love our job. A lot of people when I work stat holidays, they always say, oh, that sucks. I'm like, no, I love my job. I'm happy to go to work. Even when there's less traffic, it's still, my
Still.
office is a helicopter. Like, how cool is that?
And so you guys are with Global One. Do you have sort of a rivalry with CTV Chopper 9? We just don't
Maybe.
talk about them.
It's on the nose of the helicopter, and you can see that
Oh yeah.
how big it is. It's probably the size of,
Hand for scale.
yeah. And then the microwave is over there, and so that's how we send out the signal.
Okay, I'm gonna switch because my arm's getting tired. What was it like going up in the air for the first time? Your first day on the job here.
Amazing, exciting, and a dream come true. It's something I've always wanted to do. I remember when I got the call to say I got the job, and I remember just like almost in tears. I think actually I did cry of happiness. I was so excited.
Now I have a question for you guys from my sister. Hi, Jess. I asked my sister if she had any questions for you guys because she watches in the morning, and she said, "Yeah, what's their favorite dog?"
My dog, he's a beagle. His name's Archie. He has his own Instagram.
Whoa! You'll have to tell me later, and I'll put it right here. So this is her Beagle's Instagram right here.
For me, it's my dog, which is Jake, and he's a rat terrier Chihuahua cross.
I had a couple dogs, Rottweiler and Husky, so I think those
Whoa.
are close to my heart.
My sister's not 5; she's 28.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
That's better than most questions we get asked, which is like, what do you think about traffic? And we just go,
Actually, all 3 of them are on Instagram. That's actually how I found this idea and found them, was because I follow Susie Patrick and Amber on the air, and now Trish Jewison as well on Instagram. But I really loved all the aerial shots of Vancouver, and so they take great photos from up in the helicopter all the time. And then I sort of clicked one day, and I was like, this would be an interesting job to see how they do it. And now here we are.
There's a lot of people don't know, going back to one of your earlier questions, of interesting thing about our job is we are the producer, we are the director, we are the camera person, and the reporter all at the same time. We also read the sponsor, and while multitasking,
Wow.
yeah, it's quite a production.
Basically, the only thing we don't do is fly the chopper.
Because it's all about the listener, the person watching TV. I always say, if you were in the car and you were trying to decide between one or two other routes, you need to explain that. Because you can say there's a problem here, but if you're not giving the alternate route, you're really not helping. I always say, don't tell me the problem, tell me the answer.
Nice. That is great advice to any manager, anyways.
To anybody, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, your manager will thank you, trust me.
Live advice from Amber Belzer. Here you go. Follow on Instagram for more like this. You should put up aerial photos with motivational words across it. or-
Done and done.
There you go.
Yeah, what it all really comes down to is helping people. Helping you get to where you need to go to work. And I always say, it's like we're doing a public service. We're trying to make sure people don't get fired because they're not late for work. So
There you
that's
go. I wish someone would come fill up my motorcycle at home. I just have to go to the station myself. So the next time you're stuck in traffic, turn on the radio and look way up. And if you see this thing, it's likely Amber, Susie, or Trish. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked it, subscribe right here. You can watch the next video right here. And I don't know where I'm going next, but I know I want you there with me. See you next time.